Ghost in the building, man. One half of Death of the Clout Chasers right here. He's 2/4. We 2/4 of the Exposers podcast with Wack 100, Luce Cannon is 600, man. So salute to Jersey, salute to Atlanta in the building. Make sure y'all come in, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? What's good, Ghost?
Man, what's poppin', Kilo? What you got going
Ain't
on,
nothing, man? Just, we came here just to talk tonight about some very important topics going on right now. We got some stuff going on with Jay-Z. Of course, Diddy always in the news. We got Polo G. But before we go into all of the hot topics, I just want to talk about basically how you got your start on YouTube and growing up in Atlanta. So what part of Atlanta are you from?
I'm from the east side of Atlanta, man.
Okay, is that Decatur where it's greater?
Yeah, that's Decatur. You got Lithonia. I grew up in between both of them. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Lithonia. That's a city. We call it Lebanon. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in Decatur as well. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Decatur, migrated to Lithonia. They right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they the same thing a little bit.
So you lived in Georgia your whole life. You ain't move around like no other states?
Yeah, facts. Until I got grown. When I got a little older, you know what I'm saying, I moved to Texas. I used to stay in the valley. That's down there by the border, but like McAllen, Texas, Weslaco, Texas, all that, Brownsville, Laredo, all that. I lived down there for a few years. You know what I'm saying? I lived in San Jose. I lived in LA. And then I moved over. Well, I lived in Vegas for like 8 months, and then I moved over here to New York, where I'm at now.
All right. You said you in New York now?
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, I thought you were still in the South.
Nah. I've been here in New York for like almost 3 years now.
Okay, now that's what's up. What about how did you meet Chuck, yo?
Basically, like me and Chuck, we go back a while. You know what I'm saying? We connected to a lot of the same people from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Chuck used to live in Atlanta. Even though he's from Chicago, he used to live in Atlanta. And we know a lot of the same people, and we kind of just connected. You know what I'm saying? Chuck was doing the media stuff, and I started wanting to be involved in media. You know what I'm saying? So Chuck kind of like took me under his wing and like schooled me. You know what I'm saying? He showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of stuff from Chuck. And we started doing a lot of interviews. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. He know a lot of people. So we just brought it together, and things I might be really good at, Chuck might lack in a little bit, and things Chuck really good at, I might lack in. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of like, mixed the ingredients together and made some good gumbo. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's dope. So I mean, like, I guess did he have Death of the Clout Chasers and you became a part of it?
Facts. He already had Death of the Clout Chaser. Death of the Clout Chaser was already big by the time I got in the mix. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He was already at about 60,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So did y'all mainly just connect off of Clubhouse, or y'all met like strictly off like Instagram or YouTube?
Yeah, we met way before Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? We met through people that we know. We both know a lot of the same people. You know what I'm saying? From Atlanta. So we kind of met like that.
All right, and if you could tell like the people in Jersey, right? What is the whole Death of the Clout Chaser page about? Like, is it strictly about clout chasing? Is it about like interviews, or is exposing people? Like, what is it about?
It's basically about media. You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop media. That's the main thing about Death of the Clout Chase. It's just bringing media to the forefront, breaking news, interviews, things like that. Also, the name, Death of the Clout Chaser is exactly what it say. You know what I'm saying? We bring a lot of people on there and expose them for the clout chasing they doing. We touch on a lot of topics, different people clout chasing and doing other frivolous activity on the internet, and we expose it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, my thing is this. That page has a healthy following. So would you say that y'all are liked by a lot of people, or like what? What would you say?
Yeah, I think so. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a strong support system there. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to say fans. I like to say supporters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Chuck has a lot of supporters. Even people who might not even be subscribed. Like, it's been plenty of times like we be doing content on Clubhouse and people are popping the room, right? Like people from the industry, right? And they'll be like, I know about y'all. I watch Death of the Clout Chaser all the time. We had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like a few of Wiz Khalifa Wiz Khalifa people from Taylor Gang came in the room one day and was telling us just telling us about the content. You know what I'm saying? And we had no idea they be tuning in. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's dope.
you know, you never know who watching you from afar. You never know who paying attention. You never know who's supporting you. You know?
Yeah, I mean, because it was crazy because I was watching the content yesterday, and I think Chuck's running the room, and Math jumped in there, Subzero jumped in there, right?
Right.
So, like, I mean, is that something that happens with Math on the regular? Like, does he come to y'all page a lot, or that was something new?
Math is one of our biggest supporters. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to you know, prevalent people in the media and in the entertainment industry, Math is like one of those first people that like gravitated towards us and started supporting us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Math has supported us from day one. He's came through and done several interviews with us. You know what I'm saying? He helped us out with things when he can. You know what I'm saying? If we need advice or just anything he could do, Math is there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's regular. If Math coming on Clubhouse, bro, he definitely gonna jump in our room.
And it's crazy.
He don't even go to no other rooms.
It's crazy for him to have 1 million subscribers. You know, have his podcast is already to the moon, and he coming down there still giving y'all content. You know, like that's love. That's love.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So what you think about the whole Subzero thing, man? Like, what's your take on Sub saying you took the condom off, bro? Like I thought that was wild. I didn't think another man would even care about what another woman does with another man, and like in the intricate details of what they did in the room. Like, if that ain't your girl, then what we talking about? That's my opinion. What you think?
Me personally, I think that was some extreme cock watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that's nasty work.
I don't understand why he would even say that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a bad point for him to even bring up. Like if you got a problem with Math, cool, have a problem with Math. But you letting that be the problem you got with Math, like you making up stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, what it sound like Subzero is salty about a few things. I don't think it just has to do with a girl. I mean, look at where Math is at and look where Subzero is at. Subzero was the guy back in the DVD times. You know what I'm saying? You could kind of compare where Math is at currently to where Subzero was with the DVDs, and it's kind of like parallel.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Subzero was that guy with them DVDs, but when it came to the media of when it came to the transformation of YouTube from the DVDs, he's kind of been lackluster. You know what I'm saying?
I think with the decline of CD sales and things going digital, he couldn't make the transition to do what he was doing, and that's kind of slowed his money up. Now I see him trying to come in media, but like it is giving me bitter vibes. Like especially if a girl that y'all got in common, if she stepped over there to Math and did whatever she had to do, you can't even speak on that, bro. Because she made the choice to go over there and lay down with that man. As a real nigga, we don't even speak on that. You feel me?
Right.
So when I heard him like, oh, you put my life in jeopardy. So if you know she was over there without the condom on, why would you take her back and then want to fuck raw?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it don't even make no sense if that's the story. You know what I'm saying?
That's the story he running
if that
with.
even happened. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's trying to run
crazy.
He's trying to run with the narrative. Math put his life in jeopardy. That's why he coming at him. But niggas don't even talk like that. Niggas don't talk like that. These bitches out here fucking everybody raw. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, that's my take on that, man. But listen, man, we had some internal shit going on. I seen something with 600 and Rich Dollars.
Right.
Like I didn't really get to dive into it. I think it was some old content that Rich had out. Did you see it?
Yeah. You know, it was basically just some old content. You know, a year and some change, maybe even almost 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Rich made a little joke, just doing content creator shit. This before he even knew 600. You know what I'm saying? Basically just reacting to a video that 600 actually put out. And, you know, Rich made some jokes that I guess 600 didn't really appreciate the jokes. But, you know, all that's water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now,
them guys got over that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we together as one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it ain't
that's
no
what
issues,
I was about to say, man. Like,
no nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, man. I hope, you know, because that's the home team. I definitely hope that they go in there and clean that up and understand that it was something that was in the past or whatever the case may be. But I seen that. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. We all be on the same stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. It definitely was crazy, bro. It definitely came out of left field. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. So listen, DJ Mustard. I don't know if you've seen DJ Mustard just settled a divorce, and it was crazy. I think he had to give his wife like 350,000 for I don't know if that's the alimony payment. I think she's getting like 24,000 a month in child support, and then she's getting an additional 275,000. I want to say for alimony or something like that. So it's crazy. I don't know if you've seen that in the news, but it's like that. I mean, I feel like sometimes as far as marriage, I think it's just easy to get that prenup, man, because you know, when you go your separate ways, man, they cleaning you out. You heard?
Oh yeah, they cleaning you out, bro. Especially if they leaving not so much on their terms. You know what I'm saying? If they leaving with a grudge on their shoulder, they definitely gonna try to hit your pockets. You know what I'm saying? When y'all can separate amicably, and you know, it's just y'all come to an agreement. It's like, look, man, this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? We're not on the same page. Let's just go our separate ways. You know what I'm saying? That's the best. That's the best separations, right? But with his situation, you know, they was having cheating allegations, and you know, I think it was even allegations of him having a baby on her, or something like that.
Right, yeah.
And
so you saying that, hey, he played the game, and that's how the chips they had to fall like that, because he was. Now, was it him cheating or her?
I think it was him cheating, bro. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I seen some things in the blogs as far as him cheating. You know, I never heard anything about her cheating. You know,
right. All right. Well, you know, I'm sure Mustard is well off, and he got 3 kids with her. So at the end of the day, he's just trying to do what's right, so he could go on with his life. She could go on with her life, man. So salute the Mustard, man. We just covering the news. You know what I mean? Another thing I wanted to talk about, man. How did you meet Wack and Luce?
Basically, man, like with Wack and Luce, like, okay, you know, when I just told you, like, people in the industry who support us or whatever, right?
Right.
When it comes to industry support, people in the media, Wack and Mav Hoff have single-handedly been the biggest contributors and biggest supporters of Death of the Clout Chaser, me and Chuck. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wack always would come in the room and show love. You know what I'm saying? He would jump into the content, even if the content, I'm gonna tell you, like with Wack, even if the content wasn't in favor of him, because like on Clubhouse, you make titles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all about the title. Like, you make titles to make people want to click on your room and come in your room. So, you know, we used to make a lot of controversial titles, and some of them might not have been in Wack favor, but Wack will come in there and give us the content anyway. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He gonna come answer to whatever it is. And during those times, a lot of people was on Clubhouse. So anytime Wack would go in a room, he bringing at least 1,000 people with him in that room. Soon as Wack come in the room, you're gonna see 1,000 more people come in your room. You feel what I'm saying? So that was extremely major for us growing on the app and growing our followers and growing, you know, our reach with him coming and giving us support. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Same thing with Luce. You know what I'm saying? Luce wasn't so much as Clubhouse. It was more of like on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Luce, we reached out to Luce for an interview. You know what I'm saying? And when we reached out to Luce for the interview, he ain't try to charge us or nothing like that. He just real cool. You know what I'm saying? He was just extremely official. You know what I'm saying? Just a good dude, bro. I know regardless of what niggas might see about Luce in the interview on the internet, like you know, they label him a goon and things like that, bro. Luce really a good hearted nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just, you know, he just one of them niggas that ain't going for no bullshit though. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Now that's dope. I feel the same way. Like, same thing. When I ran into Son, free interview, then he said, "Yo, I like our content we did. I'm gonna send Wack over there tomorrow." Like, when you hear Wack 100, as far as podcast and media, you like, now I'm going up to the upper echelon of this YouTube shit because Wack is in that algorithm. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts.
So, and like I said, salute the Luce, salute the Wack for making this happen, because even, you know, you and I having this back and forth is a lot of the reasons because of them. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. We right here together right now doing this content strictly because of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? We connected through them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of limbs on the tree that come with when you start dealing with people like them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they open-hearted niggas. They don't hide. My main thing, bro, is like I'm not a nigga who want no handouts, right? But with them, like, it's not about handouts. It's about information. They're gonna put the opportunities and the information in front of you, bro. It's up to you what you gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
A man teaching you how to fish. A man teaching you how to fish. You're gonna be able to use it forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how do you feel when Wack gave you the call to be one of the exposers? Like that call that you got or that message, text message to say, Ghost, you rocking out, like, let's go. Like how'd you feel about that?
Man, I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Right.
I was just appreciative. I was extremely appreciative because
Right.
the way I actually came into the mix, bro, it was like
Right.
it was like two parts of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the first part, like he called me out the blue. This is when the Dirk case had first hit and niggas was going crazy with the figuring out like Brick Baby might be co-conspirator number 4. You know what I'm saying? Academics had his live stream going crazy. I'm talking about so many people in the live stream is crazy. So he get on the phone with Wack, nigga. Wack called me out the blue, nigga. It's like 1, 2 in the morning, nigga. Wack
Right.
calling. I answer. He like, yo, you good? You able to come on the stream right now? Just out the blue. He like, I'm finna put you on academic shit. Put me right on there,
Damn.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Crazy.
Right out the
So
blue,
so
bro.
so
Like,
this is
like,
academic stream. It's not a clubhouse. This is
no, this is
actually your
academics
face on the
YouTube.
screen.
No. I'm on the phone with Wack. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
on the
Wack
phone. Okay,
Wack
got it.
has us on the phone. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
got
And
it.
me and Chuck are able to ask academics questions. Academics asking. We going back and forth.
So
It was a
y'all
whole
got the
dialogue,
academic. Y'all got the academic interview.
basically. You know what I'm saying? I
Wow.
wouldn't call it an interview. I just say we got the academics conversation. We got the
Right.
academics
Got you.
content. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We definitely was a part of that conversation, a major part of that conversation and
Right.
that content, bro. And all that was Wack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like.
Right.
He did that. He made that call. He could have called anybody in the world, bro. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
what I said. And I feel the same way. Like when he's sitting on no jumper and he just start, yo, shout out my man Kilogram. You like people pay thousands and thousands for that type of promotion. Same way,
Facts.
the same way he
Facts.
gave y'all the alley oop. He just do real nigga shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I mean,
Facts.
but at the same time, he got his ways where, me and him, we started off rough. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
A
right,
lot
right,
of
right.
people, a lot of people didn't understand how like when he gave me the call to be one of the exposers, a lot of people was like, oh, he went off on you. But I said, listen, one thing about Wack, we had our little back and forth, but he called me like a man, him and Luce, and they straightened it out, apologized, and they let me come on the platform to speak my piece. That's the day that I was first on the platform with y'all. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right,
So
right.
ever since then, we've been solid. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. So you told me how you met Wack, how you met Luce. You said you're grateful to be a part of the exposers. I am too, man. I think it's a big
Facts.
thing that we doing. But I want to ask you. It
It's a
seems
big
like you the secret.
opportunity. Big
Yeah, I think
opportunity.
it seems like you the secret weapon of the exposers because you seem to just know different people, and then they could be in the yard, they be in prison, they sending you paperwork like you did the other day on Doonty Wild, whatever Doonty Wild, and like how the hell do you like you tapped in? It seemed like you tapped in with everybody. You make phone calls and you get the paperwork. Like, tell me about that.
Bro, I'm just a resourceful person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in the streets a long time, bro, hustling, getting money for a long time, bro. You
Right,
feel what I'm saying? Like since I was like 15, you know what I'm saying? So um the way I got the name Ghost is because like once I got off the block and I elevated to another part of hustling, I used to
right,
always go out of town and get my money. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So when I would go out of town and get my money, I just leave. I just leave my homies. Niggas don't know where I went. You know what I'm saying? But I be done met a nigga in say Carolina, Alabama, something like that. I be over there getting paper. I come back. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got some new shit. Nigga might got a new car. Nigga might got a new crib somewhere, new condo downtown, shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
And niggas be like, nigga, how you get over there? How you know niggas over there? You just be missing. You just be leaving all the time and just pop back up like a ghost. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So that's how I kind of started running with that moniker and that nickname. You feel what I'm saying?
okay,
So with me being in so many different cities and states, like I done moved around and got money with a lot of niggas in different cities and different states, different sides of the US. You get connections, you know what I'm saying?
right, right,
Those connections that you got with those people turn into connections with other people, you know what I'm saying? Same way with like how we connected through Wack and Luce, you know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right,
that's where a lot of my strength and my resources come from, is just, feet being on land in different
right.
spots, you know what I'm saying? Making those necessary connections.
Okay. All right. So let me say what I wanted to talk about. All right. So the elephant in the room is the Jay-Z allegations that are out right now, man. Of
Right.
course, we watched the media take Puffy down, and of course, our next big mogul, that did big things for the eras that we grew up in is Jay-Z. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's the untouched Teflon Don. Now they have
Correct.
these allegations out with Jay saying that allegedly he graped. I'm gonna say grape because YouTube like the
Yeah,
13-year-old.
I know how they like to play.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A 13-year-old. So what do you think these allegations is coming from, and do you think they have any validity?
No, I don't. I think they have zero validity. I think this is
Right.
this a money grab. This is an extortion attempt. I don't know who is behind this extortion attempt. I know the lawyer who's representing these people. But I definitely feel like that lawyer is just a liaison, just a scapegoat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that lawyer is just a middleman. I don't feel like that lawyer has any personal vendetta or personal beef with Jay-Z or Puffy, but I feel like he's being sent by somebody. I don't know,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, who, but it seems like to me Jay-Z done pissed off somebody who really got it out for him. But I will
Right.
say this, Jay-Z is responding to this in a way that other celebs haven't in the past. You know what I'm saying? Other celebs in the past, even Puffy, they go silent or they settle it behind the scenes, things like that. Jay-Z
Right.
issued a statement immediately after this came out and said he won't be given a single red penny. You hear me?
Right.
Not a
Right.
single red penny, my guy. You
Right.
know, that's a strong way to come at this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Jay-Z, he has a lot to lose with this, bro. Like he
Yeah.
has a lot to lose, bro. He has a lot of endorsements, a lot of business people that he mixes and mingles with and does business with, bro. And this definitely can affect that. Even though they're just allegations at this point, we've seen a lot of powerful black men lose everything they got
Right.
off of allegations alone. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I
Now,
feel like that's what they're trying to do with Jay-Z.
yeah, do you think that, because he has the Super Bowl coming up, because he has daughters, something like a 13-year-old, saying that, I mean, them saying that he raped the 13-year-old, he got to jump in front of this because his daughters, they go to school, they hear this type of thing. I think
Right.
he's being overreacted to it, so that way it doesn't tarnish his image. He protects his family. I think that's why he's reacting the way he is.
Well,
You know what I mean?
his daughter is old enough now to, it's really no way to escape it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
no way to escape his daughter hearing about this and seeing this and potentially being teased about this from
Right.
kids her age. You know what I'm saying? She's
Right.
at that age. It's just a real nasty situation that him and his family and his daughter even have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? But
Could Drake be behind this?
I mean, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Drake powerful too. We're not gonna just sit here and act like Drake ain't powerful too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Drake got a lot of connections and a lot of power as well. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So who knows? You know what I'm saying? I
You
don't
know,
know. I don't know particularly why he would go at Hove and what his issue is with Hove, if they have any issues. But
I'm gonna
you
tell
know,
you. I'm gonna tell you. The issue could be this. Remember, Kendrick was selected for the Super Bowl.
mm-hmm.
There was no nod to Drake, right?
Right,
So at the same time, if Kendrick performs Not Like Us on the biggest platform in the world, that song is a slap in the face to Drake. But guess who gave him the gun? Jay-Z. He put him on the stage.
right,
So at the same time, if you're going after UMG, which is the biggest, umbrella of the music industry, you know what I mean?
right.
Universal Music Group, why not, look into some things of trying to create a fake rumor to knock Jay off his square and make it a domino effect to change the narrative or some things that's going to happen with the Super Bowl.
Right. Hey, that's a real good valid point, bro. Definitely a good point, bro. And I hear what you're saying.
Right.
But me personally, I don't think Drake is behind it. He could be, because I think Drake has enough on his plate. Drake has enough on his plate going at UMG, bro. Do you know how
Right.
powerful it is for him to be going against UMG? Like, and this
Right.
ain't no conspiracy theory stuff I'm about to say or nothing, bro. Drake has to really up his security, be extremely careful, because when you go
Right.
against people with that magnitude of power and the things that you may know as an artist of Drake's caliber, they might be looking to silence you, bro. And
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah.
talking about silence you, just tell you to be quiet, bro.
No, I know what you're
It,
saying.
it can get
Yeah.
dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Drake,
look, you talking like make it look like an accident type shit.
right.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You go get
right,
on a PJ, that PJ just, engine go out 30,000 feet in the air, you
right.
know?
And like I said, this is all speculation with the Drake thing. We just trying to figure out how this allegation of Jay-Z comes out. And think about this. It's worse than Diddy's allegations. At least the majority of Diddy cases is adults.
But no, see, I got to correct you on that. From this particular lawyer, you know, Diddy has about 100 lawsuits from this same lawyer who filed this suit against Jay-Z.
But are they minors?
Yes, some of those claims with this lawyer are on minors. You know what I'm saying? These are the first ones that came as far as minors when it comes to Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't recall seeing anything that say Diddy and 13-year-old kids. Did you see that?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. All right. Okay, I could be correct.
With this lawyer, definitely.
All right, now definitely did. Also, too, the stuff that was in the media about Jay-Z, are they saying that these allegations are in the Diddy case? Like Diddy was a witness to this that happened with Jay?
On the lawsuit, it seems that Puff and Jay-Z are co-defendants on this case. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the statement of facts is, or the exact allegations, because I haven't read through the complete indictment or whatever they got going on. But yeah, Diddy name definitely attached to it.
Yeah, that's nasty work, man. All right, and then also too, you seen the lawyer that came out. I don't know if his name is Busby or something.
Yeah, that's him. That's Busby.
Okay, he was saying that. Now, was he the lawyer that was trying to get people to make up fake claims?
Most definitely, that's him. That's the one that you know, Big Joe, Diddy former security guard. That's the one that went at Big Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Big Joe is actually alleging that this guy's being sent by Jay Prince.
Wow.
That's what Big Joe is alleging.
But even Jay Prince got ties to Drake.
That's what you know what I'm saying?
Like
definitely got ties to Drake.
Back to Drake. You know what
definitely
I mean?
Got ties to Drake, bro.
It's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, so we talked about the Jay case. Listen, I'm an avid Jay-Z fan. I personally don't believe Jay-Z did it. I hope he clears his name. I'm sure he's gonna do whatever he got to do to, make sure this allegation goes away. Much love to the Carter family. I want to talk about the Hassan Campbell and Dehaven back and forth these last couple of weeks, man. Hassan is coming at Dehaven for feeling like Dehaven is turning into a Gene Deal, a Jaguar, right? By going platform to platform to platform, telling the entire same story. What's your take on people, like if they're getting booked from different platforms to tell the same story? Like, do you feel like they should continue to do that, or you feel like it's watering down the culture?
Listen, man, I'm never against somebody getting a paper, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's not like Dehaven was he's telling somebody else's story. This is his actual story. Jay-Z just happens to be a part of his story. Jay-Z is one of the actors in his movie. You know what I'm saying? The life of him of Dehaven is attached to Jay-Z. The life of Jay-Z is attached to Dehaven. So they're gonna intersect. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z don't talk about it because he don't like shining light on Dehaven. But Dehaven is he's not wrong for using this as a gateway to get in where he's trying to get in at. You know what I'm saying? I watched Marcy Made. It was actually a good documentary he did. Dehaven did a real good job with that Marcy Made documentary. And if niggas gonna keep booking him to get on podcasts and they want to hear about this, why not keep talking about it? I think Hassan Campbell is an extreme hypocrite, though. How are you coming at Dehaven about talking about the same thing over and over again? How much do you talk about Africa Bambaataa?
That's a fact. That's a
fact. This the way you came in the game. You came on YouTube accusing another man who was really your boyfriend of thiging you, man. You said the guy thied you.
Right.
You looking for sympathy from YouTube, and this is what you've been doing since you got on. But you got a problem with Dehaven speaking his real story?
Right.
Come on, man.
And at the end of the day, like you said, that's how he get his bag. And he can't help it if these platforms want to book him. If I know if just say me and Hassan we had a back and forth, but if somebody want to book me at academics and then I got to go to Real Life Street Stars in Dallas, I'm gonna tell the same story on there for that bag.
Facts.
Why is you worried about what another man do to feed his family?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I just thought that, and salute to Dehaven, because Dehaven got money in the city I'm from, which is Trenton, New Jersey. And he's been shedding a lot of light that, even when if you watch Marcy May, he tells you how he made he migrated from Brooklyn to Trenton. And that's where he started getting his money at. So anytime I'm watching him and he's shedding light on my city, is love. You know what I mean? It's two sides of every story. It's his side, it's Jay's side. And then but we'll never know really the truth. But that man is telling his side until Jay come out and sit on an interview and say what he heard. We want to hear what Dehaven talking about. You know what I mean?
Right. Let me ask you this, Kilo.
Go ahead.
How far is Trenton from Philly? Because Philly, I noticed this about people from Trenton. People from Trenton and people from Philly, y'all talk alike a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all vernacular.
Trenton and Philly is about 30 minutes away from each other. You know what I'm saying?
It's basically the same
30 to 35 minutes, depending on which way you go. But we do use some of the same words, because I'm gonna tell you why. Jersey is broken down in three parts: North, Central, and South. Trenton sits in Central Jersey, right? South Jersey is closer to Philly, but Central Jersey is in the middle between North and South. So we could go to New York or we could go to Philly. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of Central and South Jersey do identify more with Philly. You know what I'm saying? As far as, because that's where we go to party at. That's where our radio station is. Power 99. It services Philly, Jersey, and Delaware, but it's only really South Jersey and Central Jersey. Power 99 doesn't really reach up to North Jersey. They get Hot 97 up there. You know what I'm saying? So we all the slang and the words that some Philly people use, you'll see South Jersey jacking that slang. You know what I mean?
Got you.
That's the way to break it down. But Trenton is, even though we smack in the middle, Trenton is a town that's more like, if you're familiar with the 5%, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the 5%ers.
Back in the day, that's kind of God body. That's kind of what we used to be back in the day. We was known as something called Divine Land. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was back in the day. But we identify, it's some people that identify with Philly, but it's a lot of people that identify with New York and Central Jersey. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But you will hear some South Jersey people using John, the ball, all of that. And that's the Philly shit. You heard?
Got you.
But me, I identify more with New York, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I love to be in Brooklyn and Harlem and Queens and shit like that. Like, I like Philly, but if I had to make a choice and they say, yo, you got to go to New York or Philly, I'm going to New York. You know what I mean?
I think most people would make that choice, though.
I don't know. It's some people that love the brotherly love. They love the cheese steaks. They love South Street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's some people that'll be like, and then like you said, a lot of the people that got the big beards, when you come down, you know what I mean? You don't know sometimes when you hit Jersey if they from Philly or Jersey. You know what I mean? Because
that's a fact, bro. Because your accent is heavy, like with it. Because I rock with a lot of niggas in Philly. I got a lot of partners in Philly.
You and think I sound like the Philly niggas?
Yes, bro.
That's crazy.
When I'm talking to you, when I'm talking to you on here and on the phone, bro, you sound like my partners from Philly. Y'all sound just alike, bro.
Right. But listen, when I'm in New York, I never forget when I got signed to Atlantic, they kept telling me like, yo, you rhyme like you from Philly. I'm like, what? I didn't hear it. But I'm heavily influenced by Philadelphia rappers because that's the radio station I listen to. Power 99 plays all the state property. They play Beanie Siegel. So we naturally gonna probably pick up them flows and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But nah, that's dope. I always wanted to know that. But other than that, man, like
let me ask you something else real quick, right?
All right, go ahead.
I know you, because it made me think about that when you said about the Atlantic thing. I remember you told me you used to be signed to Atlantic, right? And I know you rap as well. Right. What made you transition from more of the music side into the media?
Well, just getting older. Keep it real. You know what I mean? Like once I hit that big 40 and I looked at the game from a streaming side, because I got signed around the time in 07, 08, right? So at the time, it was a good time because I had an NFL football player investing in me. So I had a song called Jersey that was on 106 in Park, and I got the attention of an A&R at Atlantic. So I'm up there. The people on the label at the time I'm there is Gucci Man, Mano. I want to say who else was there? T.I. was there, Missy Elliott, DJ Drama was signed. It was a good time to be on Atlantic. But then
Plies. Plies probably at that
Plies
time.
too, yeah. Plies was there. But guess what? The music changed.
Right.
Around that time, 08, 09, then you got the wave of the Soldier Boys. You had the wave of the Jerk coming out. You
Yeah,
had
I remember that.
the Stanky Leg, Party Like a Rock Star. So when labels start seeing the South flood the industry with that, it locked all the North artists. We ain't know what to do.
Right.
Because it's like, you either gonna make that music and look crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you gonna get shelved.
Right.
So when that happened, that transition happened, the label put a halt and said, "Ho, we want whatever that shit is."
Right.
All this rapping about the projects and stress and this East Coast shit, that ain't it right now.
Right.
So it just washed niggas out where we continue to get our money independent doing mixtapes. I still was able to get 1 or 2, 3 videos on BET and still do my shit, still hit the mix show. But as far as that big single in the way that because the music was called Snap then. It was that, you know what I mean? That Snap rap that was out.
Lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it.
And I can't, I'm from a city called Trenton. I can't go back with that at 30 years old at the time. I can't, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's either fall back, see where the game is going to go, or do something stupid just to win. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my A&R was real with me. He said, look, just keep grinding, but I ain't going to lie, they not signing. They ain't signing no New York fucking acts like that. And if you go back and look, Mano had High Hater out, right? But High Hater at the time of Soldier Boy and what else? The Jerk, them kids was killing shit, bro. They started a phenomenal wave where it turned the music to ringtones. They was getting $1 million deals just for a ringtone.
That's a fact, bro. I remember that.
So I ain't gonna lie, I got caught up in that. And I ain't really know what to do, bro. You know what I mean? And I always told myself I got signed at the wrong fucking time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But I had a hell of a run though. I did songs with Little Flip, Naughty by Nature, PD Crack, Gilly the Kid. I've been in Source, Double XL. I've been on, like I said, BET, MTV. Like I lived the life of an independent star, and I made hundreds of thousands due to my investors, due to advances. So I'm grateful. When I seen during the pandemic that, because I was still, due to my name locally, I was still able to get features. But once the pandemic hit, studios is closed, you can't move around. So I said, damn, that little 400 or 500 I was getting from the local artists, I ain't getting it. So I said, I got to do something to keep my name out there. So that's when I put the camera in front of me and I came up with like, You Better Not Lie. And I said, I got to get into this media game. I was heavily inspired by Gilly the Kid. Joe Buttons. You know what I mean? I know Joe personally too. And I said, damn, these niggas just made the transition from rap to podcasting. And you know what's dope about that, Ghost? You can't box a nigga in with this shit.
At all, bro.
When you start turning 35, niggas is looking at you like, you still rapping.
You still on tour, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Once you hit that 40, niggas like this. Maybe you should manage.
Oh, God. Hey, time to sign some artists.
Then they start, and then I'm going to tell you when reality hit, when your partners start bringing they little 18-year-old sons around you to us, you need to groom him.
Oh, God.
Next.
Oh, God.
And you looking at it like, damn, I got this young boy by 20 years. You know what I mean?
Facts,
so I
bro.
told myself, I said, Graham, you could do media and it's your second win.
Facts.
And
it works too, bro. Like that name you got is so dope to me, bro. You better not lie. That's dope.
Right.
And then look at niggas like Gilly and Joe Button. Where they're at media wise in this space that we in, bro.
Right.
Neither one of them ever was at that level with music.
That's a fact.
That's
a fact. Joe said he made his first $1 million podcasting.
I believe that.
That's when I knew. I said, okay, this rap shit was a good run. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you, the podcasting now, just for instance, look, like when I interviewed Young Buck from G Unit, right?
Right.
We had a good rapport online. I've always been a fan of Buck. So I told Buck after the interview, I said, Buck, you know, I did some rapping in my day, but I keep my sword sharp. I want to get a record with you. He said, let's make it happen. Shot the business to him. I said, yo, the record came out dope. I'm gonna fly to Nashville, bring my cameraman, and we shoot the video. So then I said to myself, like, damn, I did this podcast shit, right? But then no Diddy, I was able to go through the back door to get the record with Buck. Got a good rapport with him. Fly down there. We shoot the video in Tennessee. I fly back, drop the video, and I said, damn, that shit came through the podcast.
Right.
Same thing, same thing with Luce. Man, Luce just called me today. He just left the studio. We just got a record.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like I'm making it work for me, but I'm making it work on my terms. I never wanted to be the 40-year-old nigga standing in line with the 18-year-old niggas at the open mic.
Right, hell nah. We ain't doing
Nasty
that.
work, right?
Nah, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're just not gonna do that.
I mean, some niggas my age still out there going hard.
They not at the open mic though.
They down there. They dying. Listen,
Kilo, cut your shit out right now, man.
They dying the beard. Hey, Ghost. They got that just for me. They in the gym.
Yo.
They got the skinny jeans. It's nasty work.
It's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work, bro.
That's why I tell niggas, you gotta recreate yourself. You know what I mean? And me doing this, people don't see me in the light as the hungry rapper.
Facts. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So if I want to rap, I'll do it, but I'm doing it on my terms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's basically what it was. But in a nutshell, that Atlantic shit was like a great opportunity, man. You got to think, like, I was this close to bringing that chip home for my city. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like the A&R I was rocking with name was Gene Nelson. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he was a big A&R in his day. He signed Mano. He was. I think he had something to do with T.I.'s career. Gucci Man, like he had his hand in a lot of stuff, and he signed that. He had something to do with the white guy from the West Coast. I want to say, what's his name? I can't think of the white guy, the rapper. I can't think of his name right now. I'm gonna think of it.
Asher Roth?
No, it's a smooth dude. He looked a white dude with like black hair. I think he dated
Mac Miller, not Mac Miller.
What's his name? It start with a G. G something.
G-Eazy.
Yeah. He was pumping his career for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So real solid dude, man. So
you still keep in contact with him?
Yeah. I was on live with somebody the other day. The A&R popped up on my live like, yo, Kilo. So like, yeah, he's still tapped in. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's good. That's good.
Me and him actually gonna do an interview soon too. So we're gonna bring it all together and tell how he know about the transition. You know what I mean?
That's a good relationship to have, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. But I wanted to ask you too, man, like another question, and then this will probably be the last one because I felt like we did our thing. Now listen, a lot of people look at the clubhouse content, the screaming, the yelling, fuck you, suck my dick, all of that chaotic noise all day. Some people can't digest that content.
Correct.
But when we was all on live the other day, Wack said that's the new backyard, that's the new YouTube streets. That's what people want to hear. Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree. I believe, some people don't want to hear that, but the people that don't want to hear that, that's not the type of content for them. That's the good thing about this YouTube thing, bro. Because you can go on YouTube and find any type of podcast or any type of content you want to watch. You're going to watch it. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding, bro. People love messy shit, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at Zeus Network. Look at Now That's TV. Shout out Zeus Network. Shout out Now That's TV.
Right.
They basically all they shows are people fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Scripted fights and shit. Niggas love that type of content. But I do think this, bro. I think that type of content that Zeus and Now That's TV doing, I think they're gonna have to transition to something else because I think a new wave is about to come to where people aren't gonna be as tuned in to the reality shows where it's just a bunch of women fighting and niggas fighting and shit. I think people want to see something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How long do you think Clubhouse will last? You think Clubhouse is here to stay?
No.
You said no. Why you say that?
No, because Clubhouse is on the decline now. You remember, like I was telling you when I was explaining to you about how like Wack supported us way in the beginning, right? That's back then. Wack would bring 1,000 people to a room with him. It was nothing. We had rooms where we literally had 10,000 people in the room at one time. You feel what I'm saying? Young Thug sat in our room for 12 hours one day, bro.
Young Thug he had dialogue. He was talking.
Yeah, he was. The first room he was talking for like the first 6 hours. The next 6 hours, the nigga, I think he fell asleep or some shit in the room. Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But now on Clubhouse, you're not even gonna see a room with 1,000 people in there. Clubhouse has declined, and I think a lot of that got to do with outside open back up. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic is over. I think the people who own Clubhouse, they made a lot of mistakes. I feel like as far as like not investing in some of the people who bring in the traffic and things to the platform. I think they dropped the ball on Clubhouse because I love the app. It's an amazing app, but if you're a person that's on Clubhouse, you definitely see the decline, and it's a major decline.
Yeah, is it easy to get? Because you said, just say you and like when you and Chuck, you said something earlier. You said Chuck started out with 10,000 on Death of the Clout Chaser. Do you think like, okay, if y'all just say y'all have some good content on Clubhouse, the room got 10,000 people. Will those 10,000 people or majority of them go to the YouTube?
I mean, back then, yeah, a lot of them would. Not majority of them. Because see, at that time, that's why I say Clubhouse dropped the ball. At that time, they didn't have it when you could put your link at the top, right? Now on Clubhouse, when you have in a room, you can put your link to your YouTube at the top. So just say like if they would have had the link back then when you have 10,000 people in your room, the whole time the room going, you like, hey, everybody in here, hit that link at the top, hit that link at the top, subscribe. You're gonna get at least 20 to 30% of that 10,000. And that's 10,000 every time you got a room, you might get 10,000. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been great, you know what I'm saying? But they dropped the ball, bro. They made a lot of their updates late, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, do you think this YouTube and this monetization is here to stay?
Yeah, I think it's here to stay. Definitely. I think it's gonna get better too. Everything get better with time. Even with like music and rapping and things like that. You know how artists used to get paid, like they still get paid crappy, but it was way worse back in the day. The deals they was getting was way worse. Content creators are making a lot of money right now, but if you look at the back end of it, of what actually we're getting paid per view and things like that, it's still low. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a lot of views to make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think those things are going to change. I think as more independent people become stars on YouTube and things like that, I think YouTube and these different platforms are definitely going to have to get them more incentive to be on their platforms. You know what I'm saying?
I got it. Okay. And if you could give any advice to anybody, because a lot of content creators are starting their pages over 40 now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like but listen, it don't just be like say it might not be the content that me, you, Wack, and Luce create. It might be a person that's over 40 and they want to be a gardener, or somebody over 40 that want to talk about car parts. But what would be your advice? Like, because a lot of people are retiring off of YouTube, meaning like they're making 30,000-40,000 a month.
Facts.
So do you think that people can become YouTubers over 40 and be successful?
Most definitely. I think anybody, if you got something to talk about and you good with the way that you lay it out for the fans, I feel like anybody, any age could be a content creator. Anybody could be a YouTuber. You feel what I'm saying? I think you just got to stay consistent. You got to get in that algorithm. You got to get You got to network. That's the main thing. Networking and staying consistent. Staying consistent. If you network and stay consistent, you'll win in this shit, bro. Right. And that's a fact.
And that's true because listen, I started in 2020. I'm on a podcast with Wack every week. You know what I mean?
You dig what I'm saying?
I only been doing it 4 years. You feel me?
Facts.
And so many niggas started podcasting with me. Other little small podcasts, they gave up after like 10 episodes. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, you're right, man. So, all right, man. So listen, man, we did what we came to do. We almost been on here an hour. So get the fans your socials and let them know how, if they want to interview or tap in with Death of the Clout Chaser, they got something to say. How can they reach y'all?
Okay, tap in with me on Instagram, GhostLos1. Follow me on Twitter, GhostmanATL. If you come to Clubhouse, GhostmanATL. Yeah, man, make sure y'all tap in to the Exposers show every week. We do several shows a week. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go over there to the 100 show and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment. Make sure y'all like, comment this video. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go follow Kilogram. Make sure y'all follow Wack 100. Make sure y'all follow Luce Cannon. Make sure y'all follow 600 Christopher Lovejoy. And make sure you go subscribe to Death of the Clout Chaser TV right now. Give my boy Chuck a follow. Got some great content over there. You know, me and Kilo, we're going to do this a lot more often. So this ain't the last. This just the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. So listen, Ghost, man, I appreciate you pulling up on You Better Not Lie podcast. Jersey got love for you. And like I said, you know, I'm going to probably see you next week when we on that stage. You heard?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Salute, brother.
Yeah. Salute, bro.
All right.
What?